What is going on, guys? It is Fifakill, as you know, and today what I have for you is basically a video on how to pick the right sensitivity. It is part of Nuke School, however, it isn't the how to aim video that I promised you guys on Wednesday. That will still be coming tomorrow, but, I thought, it's really hard to show people what sensitivity they have to use, considering everybody's different, everybody likes different sensitivity, and it would take so long to do a video on every single sensitivity, and that wouldn't really help you either, because that's just showing you what works best for me. So, instead of that, I was sitting there thinking, because that's the life I have, just sitting thinking about videos all day, and I came up with a way that I can try and help show you. So this is what this is. It's a challenge that you guys have to go out and do yourselves to find out what your best sensitivity is. Like I said, I would have put in the how to aim video tomorrow, but it would have taken way too long, and I thought it'd be cool as a separate video on its own, and then I'll give you more tips tomorrow. But first of all, what this is basically I start on one sensitivity, which is really, really low. I get 3 kills, then I can move up to the next one, and then 3 kills more, and I can keep moving up the sensitivities. I'll work my way all the way up to 14, and then get as far back down as I can. So yeah, that's the challenge. Basically, you start on the lowest, you get 3 kills, and then you're allowed to change up the sensitivities, and you keep getting higher and higher and higher, and then if you make it to the top, you go lower and lower and lower. And that's what I do in this game. It's really, really difficult to do, obviously, because you're changing in between kills, but obviously you don't have to stick to the challenge exactly. I was just doing 3, and then not even caring if I died, swapping sensitivity just for the sake of getting through the kills as much as I could, and kind of making it a challenge almost for myself. You guys don't have to do that. All you have to do is, just go through the sensitivities, because I realize not all of you are going to be able to get like 62 kills in a game like I do in this gameplay or whatever, but just try it out, do this, and then basically the idea of it is that you'll work your way up and you'll find your best sensitivity, and the one that you feel most comfortable with doing throughout them all is the one that you should then stick with. And you'll see in this video, the closer and closer I get to my optimum sensitivity, the better I do, and then the further away I get, the worse I do. So my ultimate is I switch between 6 and 8 all the time, so you'll see when I get around 6, 7, 8, that kind of area, I'll be tearing it up, and then I'll do a little bit worse in the beginning and a little bit worse at the end. I find myself that the lower I go, the better. 1 through till 5, I did a lot better than I think 9 through till 14, but just because, when you're really low, it's a bit more easy to be very precise. It's just a bit slow, so you can't do as many, cool tricks like turning on people, but really high, it's really hard to get those shots on target. So if I were you and your aim's not great, I'd go a bit lower. Higher sensitivity is, the more elite players who practice all the time and can get that aim perfectly. But yeah, I'd say middle ground is where most people would stand, but honestly, don't feel bad wherever your sensitivity is. Just do what works for you, and this is the way to find out what does work for you. But yeah, so you're going to want to start on 1, move your way up, then back down. It's a cool challenge if you can get it. If you do get it, do let me know, because it's really, really hard to do for myself. I know I've done it a couple times where I've made it all the way up and down, but I just wanted to, get through it so I could show you guys. And also, it wasn't in kill confirmed, so it was a little bit of a shorter gameplay, but I still managed to go 62 and 8. I also pulled out 2 merciless streaks and a ruthless, which was pretty cool. I do believe I could get a nuke doing something like this. However, I might have to raise it up to the kills I go between each sensitivity up to 5, so I get more kills on the lower sensitivities and going up. And also, I think that would mean I get through it and then probably not make it all the way back down, but it definitely would be a challenge, and it would be a really cool gameplay fight. So I might go for that at some point. It would just be really difficult, because like when you're changing the sensitivities, you're really, really in danger of getting taken out while you are doing so. But yeah, this is definitely a really good way to find out what your best sensitivity is. So I'd suggest trying this maybe a couple times. Don't just try it one time, because the best way to find something out is by just repeating it. So again, practice is a really good way of helping your aim get better, and practicing this challenge as well also really, really helps your aim. You can do it on bots if you really want to. It does not matter who you're playing against, because you're just practicing aiming, as long as the bots aren't on too low of a difficulty, because otherwise they just stand still or walk in a straight line, and obviously that's not going to help you practice too much, because in a real game they'd be jumping around doing all kinds of stuff. So try not to practice too little on bots and stuff, or if you do, practice on maybe like a hardened difficulty, or you can try it in a real game. It's really your choice. I think you'd probably benefit more from doing it in a real game, but I warm up on bots sometimes. Do whatever you like, and yeah, just try it out. It's a lot of fun to go for, to be honest. I did try in a few games of Dome afterwards. I just thought that this game was a little bit more impressive. I also did it with an M8, which is a weapon that does require quite a lot of accuracy, because it's a burst weapon, so you want to be trying to connect as many shots as you can, especially on those sensitivities that don't work too great for you. You don't want to miss too many shots because, you know, you won't have much of a chance to recover. For example, in the low sensitivities, if you come up behind a guy, you start shooting at him, and then you miss, he's going to have a lot of time to turn around and jump up in the air, and you're not going to be able to move fast enough to kill him. So there is a lot of challenge to it, especially if you're playing against a player like me, and there are a few more of them now, people learning that jumping is really the best way to play this game. If you guys don't do a lot of jumping already, you should definitely incorporate that into your playstyle a little bit more. Helps you stay alive a lot, and that's also another thing you can do. Try and practice your aim while like moving around and stuff. That's definitely really beneficial. But anyway, more on that tomorrow. But you know, if you do have a really low sensitivity and someone like me comes along, you try to shoot them and then they hop up in the air, that's going to be really difficult to kill. Now, as you'll notice in this challenge, I was only doing it with the horizontal sensitivity because in the long run, that is the only one that matters. The vertical sensitivity, you could do it with that as well. However, you'd be taking way too long to change sensitivities. It's a bit too confusing. And also, the vertical one isn't as important. You want to be staying about middle ground with your vertical sensitivity because people are going to be jumping up. And, you know, they jump at a certain speed. And I find that between 6 and 8 is definitely the best place to be with the vertical sensitivity. So you know where the enemies are. And you can aim up about the same speed that they can jump up. So that's a perfect sensitivity about there. You don't really need to do a challenge to find out what to use on there. I can just tell you that one as a tip. So yeah, go ahead and use about 6 to 8, maybe a bit lower, a bit higher, depending on the type of player you are. That's where you want to be standing with that. And the only main important one is the, you know, horizontal sensitivity, because that's the one you're going to be aiming left and right when they're doing most of the precision work with. The up and down is really just a generalization of, you know, what kind of level they are in the sky. The other one is more precise because, you know, up is only a certain distance, you know, that's only the height of the map, and then the other way is 360 degrees round. So obviously vertical covers a certain amount, but horizontal does a lot more, so that's the one you want to be focusing on. But like I said, if you really want to perfect what works for you, you can do both. Maybe try in different games or in the same game if you're feeling you know, a bit special and wanted to try everything at once, you know, get things a bit more technical if you have perfected the original challenge. But yeah, try this out, find out what sensitivity you got. This will definitely help you aim a lot better and just be able to dominate a lot more. But yeah, try with a gun like the Shiva or the M8. You can do it with any, really. I just think that that'd be a little bit more beneficial, and you know, choosing especially what makes you aim. You want to be trying to use weapons that, you know, you have to be really on target with, so that you do have to force yourself to get that precise aim, and then you'll find out what works best. Even using a sniper in this challenge, I think, would be probably the best one you could use, you know, because if you can aim good with a sniper, 9 times out of 10 you'll be able to aim good with a normal gun. You know, like you see people like Pamars, they're really good with ray guns as well as, you know, snipers. So try and do it with a sniper if you can. If not, don't worry about it too much. Use just any normal gun. But I would suggest using guns that you have to be accurate with, like a Shiva, an M8, or a sniper. Anyway, hopefully this does help you out. Obviously, this is part of Nuke School, so my idea is that I'm trying to help you guys get a bit better at the game. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like. If you're new, subscribe. Make sure you're around tomorrow for the How to Aim video.
Organics non-viable. Warship on standby.